right. So, recap. Last time, you all, as members of the Resistance here, were given a mission to meet up with a fellow Resistance member coming from Drepna with an undisclosed relic or information that they were supposed to be carrying. Following a brief encounter with a Null Pact Lord and some of his minions, you were able to find this fellow Resistance member. Turned out to be a what's it called?
Medusa.
Medusa?
Yes, a Medusa, who led you into a demiplane of hers and told you about the artifact in question, which was an old journal which once belonged to Vecna. Through the conversation, she revealed that they believe that Vecna's phylactery is still on the material plane after he had disappeared into, they believe, the Nine Hells, and could forge a connection between this world and the outer planes, possibly enough that could be leveraged in order to tear the gods off of the mortal plane, where they've been trapped for almost a millennia. However, they weren't sure where the phylactery was. They did know that there was likely the information was being held in the Rudium repository. Armed with this information, you took the book, dropped it off with the Resistance, and made your way over to the repository, where through a little bit of lying and a little bit of skillful magic, managed to break into the restricted area of the library. Made your way down to the lower levels into an area of devoid of magic, and ended up locked in there as a gate came down behind you and magic veil was lifted and you were attacked by multiple living spell clouds. After dispatching these, you find yourself alone in this room in pitch dark, still trapped in there. What would you like to do?
Ooh, remember if I have dark vision? I do, yeah!
You
I think
all,
we all
have
have
dark
dark
vision. Yes.
Mine is because I have goggles, but I still have.
Listen, I have trouble remembering my own character. Don't make me remember everyone. Everyone's got dark vision, duh.
Like first
I spent
time.
most of my game last night doing it in another character of mine's voice because I kept getting them mixed up.
It was just I remember Mike commented on the fact that we all managed to get dark vision somehow or other. For our
You all
characters.
managed to.
Yeah,
We all managed to pick races that had dark vision.
Or pick items that gave it.
Let's see.
Alright.
Healed up is my last note, and I'm at full health, so I'm going to guess that we.
I think most people are.
I am slightly off, but I also have 135 hit points.
I have 80.
Oh, look at me, I'm so powerful and tough, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm fine.
Oh right, I forgot with this character I have 25 strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I didn't know it could go
Delta
above
Fire
20.
Giant Strength.
If you don't mind dropping those guns there, Miriam, we get it. You brought them to the show. Okay.
You're too wide
for
for
a room because your followers are so.
I can't fit through the
I
door.
am just pure.
There's only a
Oh,
few
yeah, you're like
No,
no.
right?
Who brought the block of meats with us? Yeah.
It's just a ball
Ball
of
of
muscle.
muscle.
So, is this like a room or is it like a hallway?
I've got
I've got a new shield.
So you're currently standing in. There was a small entryway into the room, then a single hallway that led down. There were a few stacks of bookshelves on either side, and then you see the hallway opens up into another room beyond. None of you have ventured that far yet.
I suggest that the gnome, whose name is Jopsy, go investigate with 425 hit points.
I think I still
no.
have detect magic up for because it's a 10-minute spell or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's how that's how we were finding the no magic.
So yeah.
I guess we could stealthily go down the hall and just see what's in the other room.
And the gate that closed behind us, is it like an iron grate gate? Something that could be, or a portcullis type deal, or is it solid?
Yeah.
Is it a great gate or is it just an average grate?
That's fine.
It's more of a great portcullis.
I mean, it has.
The gate tries. It tries really hard. You know, so it puts in the effort. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, this area was under a dispel magic field
Yeah.
previously. It was lifted when the portcullis dropped. So yeah, if you do have your detect magic up, it's not overwhelming. It's like you can almost feel a bit of a headache, just like creeping up from how much there is down in this section. You can tell this is a lot of stuff that they don't want getting out.
Okay.
And with detect magic, you can detect the school, right?
That's right.
Go,
But it's a short range though. It's not very far.
yeah, this isn't a huge area.
Okay.
Like what? It's 30 feet.
I think so.
So you can at least see to the edge of the room, so you can see all the stacks of books in the area.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll hold off on that Arcana check until you get into the room. But you are detecting multiple different, a lot of enchantment just coming from books, but also you're picking up on different kinds, just kind of sporadically throughout. There's a lot of magic down here.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, we're underground in a restricted section of the library that likely has a bunch of magic shit that could kill us. So,
Fine.
did we even get what we were here for?
No.
You haven't yet.
No. We're still on the lookout.
So we're looking for a book, basically a phylactery, right?
Just the book with the location potentially of the phylactery.
Yeah.
And the ritual.
Right.
It's a multi-step process.
Yeah.
Alright, so we were looking for a book that is likely a historical volume, or a journal, possibly. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't spell phylactery to frickin' save my life, apparently. Google's not helping. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go down the hall and look at the book spines. Not touch anything, but just look at them.
Are you
Yeah.
going down any of the? Cause it's essentially like you're walking down this center hallway in a library. Like these stacks are next to you, but are you going down any of them to actually look at the books?
I'll go down the first one stealthily,
Okay.
and carefully looking for tripwires.
Go ahead and roll me stealth. Stealth first, and then if you're looking for tripwires, investigation as well.
Oh, sorry, hold on, I have to turn off my extension. That rolls.
Also, what languages do you speak?
Elvish, Dwarvish.
Can I help with the search since I am a researcher? Can I be like, this is the Dewey Decimal System. This is all autobiographies.
Yeah, are you going specifically with
I think it would make sense.
Stellar? Okay.
27 for stealth.
So
Sorry, I had
for
to turn off
stealth?
my
Okay.
dice rolls.
Brooke, are you stealthing as well with her?
Sure.
Okay, go and roll for me.
Let me look at stealth. There it is.
And then
That is an 18 to stealth.
18 to stealth? Okay.
Yep. That's a good roll. It's a 17 plus 1.
And
Very good roll.
are you on the lookout for the tripwires as well, or are you just looking at books?
Well, I figure she's looking for the tripwire, so I'm looking at the books.
Okay. So go ahead, roll me investigation as well. Lauren, did you roll investigation?
One
That's-
or a 12. Depending on if the one's not clear.
Mine's a 5 plus 10, 15.
Okay. Also,
It's not
what languages does Velma speak?
Velma speaks Abyssal, Common, Elvish, and Primordial.
Oh, good thing you're looking.
for book
Signs
signs
instead of me, although I am apparently imagining that like crossfires with a rolling of a 1 are like glow in the dark. Like I don't know how you can just that badly look for traps. So
Yep,
yeah, my investigation's 1. Haley's
Okay.
just looking at the book spines.
You don't, partially because a lot of the tomes aren't necessarily the names written on the spine. So it does require some touching if you actually want to. So avoiding touching, you don't get very much at all. And you don't find any tripwires either. Attention was kind of divided. You didn't get a full look at either.
I was kind of hoping to get like an idea of the categorization. Like, are we in the biography section? Are we in the, gardening hobby section?
Humor.
I'm trying to figure out like, since I'm a researcher, like, there's got to be a structure to this area, right? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Rhyme to the reason.
Right.
What you're finding in here is tomes with titles like Advances in Conjuration and Controlling of Demons, stuff like that. So
Since
you're
I'm a
getting-
conjuration specialist, I'm just taking that. It's in my bag now.
taking the book. Okay.
It's probably what you were looking for the first time you tried to get in here.
Yeah, just like stuff my pocket.
Score!
Yoink.
So you're finding things having to do with the use of magic. Not so much historical, more. Most of the stuff in here seems much more contemporary.
And we're in the wrong section. We need to keep moving.
Oh,
Thank God you were looking.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm stuffing my pockets with these books.
Do you peruse the book at all, or you just kind of?
I'm like, this is for later.
Okay.
What are you guys
Can
doing?
Joxy look for anything of like value? Not books, but like other value.
Okay. Yeah, you look down. Walking forward, you kind of look to your left and your right. You see just books, and then more books. Next aisle, more books. Several aisles down, it's still just books and books until you get into the opening in the room. And then you see, still, it is a library. Surrounding the walls, it's just lined with more books. But in the middle, you see 3 pedestals, or 2 pedestals, and a mannequin, kind of arranged in a triangle. You see on the mannequin is a dark colored robe. Can't really tell the color of it. Dark vision, I don't think gives color, right? It's just, you can tell it's dark
Right.
with lighter colored stars embroidered onto it.
So like, what's the Mickey Mouse Fantasia? Like that kind of a robe?
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yes.
Similar. The robes are smaller and
Fun
kind of
fact, that is
covered
one of
more
the only
towards-
songs with a bassoon solo as the main instrument. I am not speaking as a past bassoon player on that or anything.
Of course not.
Alright, so a
magical looking
dark robe
with
stars
that are not as cheesy as Mickey Mouse's.
No, they're kind of clustered toward the bottom and then more sporadic as it gets up. So it's kind of an ombre-ish.
I got detect magic up. I could tell you what kind of magic it is.
You're not quite close enough. You went down the first, so you're
Okay.
still, you're still looking at Lauren.
Okay.
On the second pedestal, you see a gemstone. You see a diamond set on it. And on the other pedestal, you see what looks like just a small metal sphere.
Oh, goody.
Magic person, can you tell me if this stuff's gonna blow up when I take it?
Yeah, I can come over there and I'll use I'll just walk over there, get within 30 feet, and I'll just know the school. If it's not evocation, I know it's not gonna blow up.
So you don't detect any specific or you don't detect evocation from any of them. So the first one, the diamond, or not the diamond, the
Gemstone?
not the gemstone, the sphere, the metal sphere. It's small. It's like ball bearing size. From that one, you detect divination.
Okay.
From the
Divination.
from the robe, you're getting a couple. Oh, actually, from the robe, you are getting a small evocation sense from it. Primarily, though, it is vastly overshadowed by schools that. Hold on 1 second.
See, that robe is gonna explode.
Illusion, enchantment, transmutation, abjuration, evocation, necromancy, conjuration, divination.
Yeah.
I say that like
What
I
happened?
didn't Google it. I don't know what any of those do really other than necromancy and illusion, so.
I didn't find magic the spell that makes the GM think.
Yeah. No, I just had to look something up.
I imagine.
That's not what I expected. You detect necromancy from it.
Okay, so not only will that die, it will also turn you into a skeleton.
And for the diamond, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana. I'm very good at this. What does a B stand for? Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 10 for a
Natural
30
20
total.
plus 10.
30
You
total.
do not know.
Oh my gosh. I'm very smart, but that diamond is beyond anything.
Yeah, like I mean, you've studied a lot. There are there are 8 schools of magic.
Yeah.
There are also other like fields of magic, non-arcane, and you're detecting a little bit of that. Almost, you feel druidic just based off of your knowledge.
Yeah.
A little bit of possible like divine magic, not divination, straight up divine magic.
Yeah. Okay, so let
Possibly
me.
what could be almost conjuration, but it's not pure conjuration.
Yeah.
It's like it's breaking every rule of conjuration that you know, but it's still somehow holding itself together, and it seems like just natural.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
verdict is there's no sort of defense on this that's gonna blow me up though.
Yeah, so Metal Ball seeing things is probably spying on us. It's probably like a security camera. Maybe we should throw a cloth over that. Robe of exploding and turning you into a skeleton. And then this is crazy god stuff. Very powerful. We probably should take that one.
Joxy will like throw some fabric over top of the one that was said might be spying on us, and then pocket all 3 of them. Not try and use them, just
What size
What
person
does the robe look like it would fit?
just looking at it, it's normal humanoid size. It's a medium creature it would fit over.
So it would be gigantic on her.
Yeah, so the gem and the sphere, you can pocket those easy. You can't really pocket the cloak.
don't I have a backpack? Can I like roll it up and shove it in there?
Your backpack will be full, especially a gnome-sized backpack.
Hang on, we can Mary Kondo fold it.
Fine, I will leave the robe and take the 2 small things I can carry.
Okay.
Come
you-
back for the robe later on my way out.
You grab them and stuff them in your bag.
The orb of death slash the gemstone of probable death.
So, Andrew, Steven, and Quinn, what are you 3 doing during all of this?
I probably would have moved up to this opening where the pedestals are, and then probably just looking around, making sure that there is nothing untoward coming at us.
Give me an investigation check.
I was gonna say similar, but I'm still like in the shadows.
Right here.
Okay.
Similar, but I'm close to the ceiling because I've just climbed up a wall, probably.
Okay.
Jax always wants the option to have an out. If it gets really hairy, just like, peace out, dudes. Yeah.
For reference, Andrew, you're about, if you're on the ceiling, you're about 15 feet up.
15.
One,
Okay.
1-5 or
So
5
it's a tall ceiling.
1-5.
1-5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, not insane, but it's fairly high.
Mhm.
So yeah, any of you three who wanted to do a investigation, go and roll. Would you roll, Steven?
15,
15?
1-5. Same as the
Uh,
ceiling.
Yeah, you're not picking up anything.
Okay. But I am seeing the kind of door leading out of this chamber, yes.
Yeah. So there's not an official door. Essentially, the room is shaped kind of like a squarish and then rounded at the end, or rectangular with rounded at the end. So the only reason there was the hallway is because there were these stacks leading up to it. So this room itself is kind of semicircular, more than pure circular.
Okay.
And then you can see the only exit from here is the grate that you came through.
Okay, so what we're looking for is definitely in here. I will say out loud to everyone else.
If it's not, we need something in here to get out.
I got a dirty 20 on my investigation.
Dirty 20. You feel like that there's unless they're hiding very well, no more threats in here. You're good.
Ceiling's clear.
At least.
What do you get, Gwen?
Oh, what was that roll? Investigation?
Yeah, you.
You sure not perception? Just check. 18?
18. Same. You're not seeing anything. All right. So you've managed to grab the diamond and the sphere.
I mean, we've got some. What am I? I'm a big person, aren't I? Half elf. I mean, if you said that the robe has some like necromancy action primarily, I don't know that I actually even want to put it in my bag.
Yeah, it's mainly necromancy with a little bit of explosive evocation.
Which is,
On the other hand, I do have the ability to capture a dead person's shadow and use it to disguise myself as a dead person for an hour. So I mean, apparently, I am into necromancy shit.
Necromancy is not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna try and Marie Kondo that robe into my backpack.
Lots of healing spells are necromancy.
So like,
Yeah.
question.
And yeah, Brooke, you do know necromancy deals more in just raising the dead. There's a whole lot to it. It gets a lot of a bad rap because it does deal with that, and it has had a lot of people do very bad things with it. But there's a whole branch of necromancy that's not this pure evil raise the dead.
Yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but it has been abused in the past, so it has a reputation.
So yeah, Lauren, you can grab it, you can stuff it in your bag, nothing happens.
Can I wear it?
You want to wear it? Okay.
Yes. Does it fit?
Um,
I don't know, I'm an old lady, so I might be cold.
Yeah, as a half elf, like, yeah, it fits pretty good. It's not really fitted to you. As you put it on, how many items are you attuned to right now?
Equipment.
I think we only have 2.
One.
One? Okay. So this is similar to the blast scepter. Similar to when you got the blast scepter, you feel like you need to spend a little bit of time with this, and you'll learn a bit more about it.
That's not evil sounding at all. Cool. So I have a blast scepter.
As like a question, just, I mean, I'm not an expert in these things, but like, was it Vecna all about necromancy? So maybe if there's a robe here, we should like check the pockets.
Yeah, I mean, he was a lich. So.
Check pockets, check back pockets.
If there was anything in Vecna's pockets before this, they took it out when they brought it here. Someone else checked first.
Maybe it was the gem and the ball.
You find a little bit of pocket lint. Just a little bit.
Pocket lint.
All right, so I guess are we gonna check the room down the hall? I might go down that way.
So you've come down the hall. You're in the main room
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the room with the pedestals is the one with the room at the end of the hall. The other
Okay.
end is the great.
And the bookshelves here aren't so much like lined with books. They're more the books here are on display.
Well, let's take a look at those.
Yeah. I might just sit down for 10 minutes and comprehend languages so I can read every language, right?
Okay.
Now,
Frankly,
frankly,
it's going to take probably that long just to try and look around anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys go look for stuff that looks suspicious, and if you can't read it, bring it my way.
Yeah. So everyone who is looking for the book, go ahead, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Gosh, no, that's a 7, not a 1. 7, 18.
30 20.
19.
All right. So Quinn,
That would be a 2.
still Quinn.
Still quick.
So looking through, everyone's kind of going around, kind of took different areas. You're going through, looking at the different books.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like bruising. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't read good. Yeah, I know. Thanks for bringing that up. Jeez.
One thought does kind of cross your mind as you're going through this, because this did come about because they found Vecna's journal. And that kind of opened things up. So it's like, I mean, people have been looking at history books for a while. Like, no one's really found it. Probably not a history book. Maybe a journal. So you come across a leather-bound, looks to be a very old journal.
Expensive. What? Whoop whoop.
Not overly expensive.
Yeah, like leather bound,
not
not
like
like
golden gilded.
Yeah, it's fairly normal looking, actually, as opposed to a lot of the things here. There are several of the books here that don't look overly interesting. And Burke, you're noticing a lot of those are the ones that are giving off more magic.
Logically, if these weren't special books, what's up with all the security? I'm just saying. Everything in here's got to be worth something.
Exactly. So you pick up one of the books that looks less conspicuous. You open it up,
Is this the
and
same journal or a different journal?
this is a different journal. The journal from earlier is not here. You guys left it back at the back at base.
Because if I was trying to hide something really expensive, I would hide it in a mundane book that does look expensive. I see what they're doing. There's got to be something interesting in this book. Yeah.
Just comprehend languages. I'll have dropped detect magic because they're about the 10-minute duration and 10-minute castings.
So Quinn, you open it up and the pages are blank.
Well, obviously I'm wrong. I flipped through the pages looking for, maybe they left some dollar bills in here or something.
I do have true seeing I could cast when I finish this.
You get partway through flipping. You just see the word nope.
I see the word nope.
I see the word nope.
I see the word nope.
Oh,
Hey,
look
toss
at the
it to
sense of
me.
humor.
Let me take a look at it.
Do you keep flipping or do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep flipping. Like, nope, that's an interesting thing to write on one random page.
Keep flipping. Not there.
I flip back to the nope page.
Gone.
Well, this is obviously a very expensive book. Bloop. Writes itself. Nothing to see over here, guys. Everything's fine.
I,
Like a mage hand into his bags and grab it.
or
Ask
ask
him if we could take a look at that because
it
it
sounded
That's right.
sounded different. Jocks.
It's just an empty book. Nothing to see here.
Restricted, highly magically protected area.
Oh, well, fine. If you want to take a look, I'll just toss it over.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a Arcana check. I don't know to see if it's got a.
Actually,
I'll flip through it first and see if I see the helps.
I'm a bard.
Bird.
I don't remember what my college is. I'm gonna go with secrets.
Whispers. Hear a whisper.
So you start flipping, and you get partway through, not even as far as Jax did. It's just says on one of the pages, better than you have tried.
All right. I'm gonna go with this is an insulting book.
I know the book's a little asshole, right?
Can I
Fuck that
do a
book.
Quick Arcana check before tossing it to the.
Yeah,
we have a wizard?
roll for it.
14.
14.
It's probably got some sort of magical ward on it.
Yeah, it's definitely magical.
I'm gonna
And-
just slide it over to Velma because
Okay.
whenever she gets done with her language thing, I'm guessing the smartest person in the room is probably a wizard.
Yeah.
So
I would
I do-
agree.
I do have that +10 intelligence.
I am insulted by that.
Say no, it's +5. Sorry.
I got a +1, so apparently reading's not really my skill set.
Yeah, Velma, if you could let me know if that's like worth anything. Just
All right, so I'm assuming 10 minutes passed, and I can now read any language.
Yep.
All right. I'll take a look at the book. With, I guess, I no longer detect magic, but I can Arcana it. I guess. Do like an Arcana check, maybe. See if I
Yeah.
can figure out what's going on with it. Like if it's like you have to open to a certain page first. Or,
Right? A choose your own adventure.
yeah. Like maybe you have to like open at the back of the book and flip the other way.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
27.
27.
Jesus.
So
That's how you do it.
It's 217 plus 10s. I'm like doing like sequencing opening, like flipping it backwards and forwards, and opening the different pages, and like hanging it upside down and shaking it.
It's like an NES controller to get all of the puzzle slides from Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
real academic over there, shaking a book.
yeah, shaking it upside down. Like I'm being very rough with it.
as a wizard, you know it is common practice for wizards to keep not just their spell books but notes. Just
Yeah, just like that.
I found a thing. It's a coupon.
their notes, their research, they keep it heavily under lock and key.
Mhm.
A lot of times encoding it, and when they progress to enough, a lot of them will magically encode it to keep it from being used.
Mhm.
You're definitely getting that vibe from this. This is definitely a wizard's notebook. You don't know if it's a spell book or what, but it is definitely was used by a wizard, and what is being shown on the pages, what's going through, is essentially their attempts at keeping people out.
Yeah.
None of your attempts at trying different methods of having been an archaeologist, you've gone around, you've tried to break into a lot of wizard stuff.
Mhm.
This gives you the feel of sentience, not actual like mechanics.
Okay, so maybe I'll take a pen and write in it and say hello.
Harry Potter and the
Right, just like the
tunnel one
the-
with basilisk.
that's right. The book where you write it in and it talks back. It's Tom Riddle.
What do you write?
I write
Hello?
hello. I'm a wizard, and you will obey. Speak to me your secrets.
You don't know the definition of the word wizard. This time you hear it in your head. The words appear, but you hear it as well. And strangely enough, like, I mean, you cast detect or comprehend languages, but this
Yeah.
is in present day Elvish. This is a
Okay.
very old book, but it's in present day Elvish.
Okay.
Huh. I'm gonna go with that's the grail. You know, the cheap looking grail.
Yeah. What's very old Elvish mean?
Or Hunter's Cup. There we go. That's possibly what we're here for. Does anything else in the room, book-wise, seem to draw our attention?
I mean, we could just take everything.
I mean, books are heavy.
Well, I can do a
Yeah.
teleportation circle. We'll just shove it all
Yeah.
in the middle.
I mean,
I mean, they have stuff.
I like this
You can
idea.
only teleport people and what they're carrying. You can't just teleport things.
Okay, everybody
Everyone
grab
just
what's
grab-
most expensive. Yeah, and we're
How many books can Joxy carry with a 25 strength? Like,
I
just
have a,
stack them in her arms.
Like it's like that
Exactly.
film Jumper. There's some things you just can't jump. Or was
Right.
it Looper? No, Jumper.
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 With your
Yeah.
25 strength, how many books can you carry?
Mm,
Yeah, Joxy's limited by size, not strength.
yeah, I mean, because otherwise it's like stacking a bunch of stuff after a while,
Yeah.
and your hands are not, rock solid. You are moving. So
Yeah, I mean, I've got Tensor's disc, but I don't think that would work.
I've got
Velma.
floating discs, but I don't think that'll work.
Yes.
Velma.
Yeah.
This safeguard, is it magical in nature?
Actually, I literally could do that.
Yeah. This is a sentient book. It's. I don't know if the spelling would work. If you had like dispel magic, is what you're thinking.
That is my thought.
Yeah.
You just hear a laugh in your head.
Yeah, it's probably pretty high level.
what the fuck you say, book? Stupid book.
But we could crease the pages like this, and I like earmark a page.
Ooh, you better not.
If you could feel an eye roll,
Whatever that
you
feeling
just
is,
hear,
that's what
oh
you get.
no, you've creased the pages. No one's tried that before. Just
I
how
like
many
this
years do you
book.
think I've been
Is it-
here?
Is this book giving you lip?
Why do
Oh,
they
Is this
keep
book
sending
giving you lip right
amateurs?
now?
Actually, when it asked me how many years, can I like think of this book and the history of Vecna and like have an idea?
I mean, if you are under the assumption then that it is Vecna's book,
Right. So I
with
guess the year of Vecna's book and maybe surprise it.
roughly 1,000 years. It's not.
Can I try and modify the book's memory and charm it?
Go
Yeah, you
ahead.
could probably charm it if you got charmed creature or whatever.
No, it's modify memory. You attempt to reshape another creature's memories. Might not be a creature. Must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed, they become charm brave for the duration. They're
I like this.
yeah. While the
No,
charm
book.
lasts,
You've been waiting for someone
you
to
can
open you.
affect the target's
Oh,
memory of an event that it experienced within the last 24 hours.
this is within the last 24 hours.
I mean, you could always say, hey, you remember us coming in the last 24 hours and became the best friends.
That's true. Although I
You
don't-
thought, man, those are the guys. I think those are the guys I've been waiting for. I'm glad they came in the last 24 hours. Let me tell you
They
what.
just said all the right things. I loved them.
Modified memory doesn't necessarily affect how a creature behaves, particularly if the memory contradicts the.
Lord,
creature's
you don't have to sell us. Just roll it.
Well, it'd be an 18 wisdom save. Charisma save. No, hold on.
Do you cast it?
Hold on. Wisdom save, 18.
It's a book.
Okay.
How much wisdom could it have, right?
What's the worst that could happen? Is let's do my 1/7 level spell. to
It's a
try and change-
1,000-year-old book. It can't be that wise.
Right? Let's try and
When I-
change the last 24-hour memory of a 1,000-year-old book with a 7th level spell from an idiot who doesn't know any better.
You might as well try.
I remember everything.
It's
for
not
the
a
past
creature.
1,000 years.
Oh,
but
no.
the last 24 hours, a little fuzzy.
All right.
It doesn't work.
So yeah, you do expend the spell slot, but it just kind of fizzles.
Well, I could always set it on fire.
All right,
I
hold
mean,
down the book. Grab the torch. Let's do this.
I was, yeah,
No, we
I was
need
about.
this book. Maybe we can sweet talk it. Hey, book.
Hey, book. Let's
You
do
sure
it.
you sure seem like a book who likes to get around town and maybe get out of this room. How about we take you out of here?
Did you playing good cop, bad cop with yourself?
No one said we were good at this.
Well, you're the first one that have been here who's admitted that. They've all been bad, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, we're the good guys. We're the good book thieves.
Of course you
Could-
are.
I could just hit it with an axe.
No. We need this book. We need this book.
I still got my. I have my little wand and a little fire. Like
I
a candle.
mean, we are upstanding citizens, is what I.
Why don't we
What I
find out? Hey,
said.
book, what do you want? Just tell us what you want. We might be able to help you.
Want one. That. Turn
I'm
you
a book. What desires does a book have?
I don't know, like a fancy dust jacket. Maybe we could get you like some redo your binding. I don't know.
Binding's fine. They treat me quite well here for a book.
For a book,
know.
but what
I don't
about
have
a person?
desires.
That's not a creature, so it's not polymorphed.
Okay.
I caress the spine of the book. But don't you want more? Come on now.
They've tried strange tactics, but this is by far the oddest.
Are you trying to? Seduce?
But it works, right?
It's like the monster manual in Harry Potter.
I would like to point out I have a character who sweet talks and flirts with a spaceship. So
I mean, I guess I could just write rude limericks, and then the book would have to remember them for all time, like these really
Oh,
bad
can I
puns.
do that?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
add, like vicious mockery to it, even though it's not going to damage it because it's not a creature.
Right. I mean, you could just add like all this worthless knowledge, and then like fill it with like terrible brainworms and images
wait.
that it can never.
I might have been honest. Mike, let me roll a persuasion. To see if the book likes this.
Persuasion to flirt with the book.
Oh my gosh.
You never know. You never know,
Wanna
Mike.
roll it.
+5, maybe. 14 to caress a book sensually. 14. Yes.
Are you even supposed to be here? Is this just some like promotion thing trying to get information?
That's exactly what this is. I'll roll deception to lie my face off. You got it. You nailed
we're
it.
trying to get you back to your master. That's what we're trying to do.
My
you
master has
go.
been dead for 1,000 years.
Hey, have you heard of this cool trick called necromancy?
Your master's a lich.
Also possibly true.
All right, guys, we're
My
just gonna
master
jump
never
right
been
in
lit.
to the tough
Who do you
stuff.
even
That's
think
cool.
My master is.
So we assumed Vecna, but
Now you're making us question that. Can we do a check to see a history check? We wouldn't know. There's no author listed on the spine.
No,
Actually, is there
a
anything
history
listed
check
on the
wouldn't
spine?
really. No, it's just blank.
All right.
So
I-
how did they
And
know how to
all of
categorize
this,
it?
For everybody but Brooke, this is appearing on the page.
Yeah.
Brooke, you're still hearing this as the one who's holding it.
Yeah. You know, let's just come clean. We're trying to fight this lich guy, and we're trying to find his phylactery, and we were told the books in here could help us out, and I figured it was you because you could talk.
Well, you're right about that. I do know. I'm assuming you're talking about that asshole Vecna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yes,
yes.
That's what we're talking
Yes.
about.
that's asshole, right?
precisely.
That's asshole.
I do know where it would be.
And
But
And what?
you'll tell us, right?
it's more the butt, I think.
I mean, otherwise
Again,
you.
how long do you think people have been trying to get that information out from me?
I don't know.
Even
How many people have been willing to go the distance?
You know, if you tell us, I'll make him stop.
Jax, I admire your
Hey,
persistence.
Jax, is it?
That's what they call
Jax,
me.
I have no sense of touch.
But I do, and you feel amazing. Man, they
That's a
take
name
care of that
book.
leather. Oh,
Like I
that
have,
spine, so stiff, so strong.
Like
Everyone
lightning
has their
crackling
thing.
around my hands because I just am itching to just shock the crap out of this book, even
No.
though I know it probably wouldn't hurt it.
All right, let's
If-
take the
if- if
diplomatic
you-
route.
If you don't belong to Vecna, then you belong to one of the people that helped him.
Oh, there is an intelligent one here.
Thank you.
I also say thank you.
Book, do you have a name or like a way we can address you besides Book? I mean, otherwise we'll come up with a
Title.
name.
It's
Yep.
People typically don't name their journals unless they intend to publish them.
Typically, people don't have sentient journals, so
I mean, I guess we can just call you a name. How about we
You
call you?
can call me whatever you wish.
All right.
Robert.
Okay, whatever you wish.
No, it's right. Your name is whatever you wish.
Yep, whatever you, as you wish. That'll be
as
good.
you wish. Much better, yeah. More
I mean, we
prestigious.
could just call them Wish.
Yeah, let's just call him Wish.
Hey, Wish.
Very well, wish it is.
We have a wish. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, does it know how to get out of here?
I think
I
that's
mean, we
on
can
us.
get out of here. That's not. It's not a
I
problem.
mean, there's a really
Well.
big gate that we can probably blast our way out of, but if they know a different way
And
out,
we have a very big little gnome.
I mean, I could just make the gate come alive, or we could teleport out of here. There's a lot of ways we can get out of here.
well, it's not just out of here. We also have to get that book out of the library without the library then entirely chasing us with what I'm sure has a secret army.
Or not so secret.
So I just asked Wish, do you know of a shortcut out of here that doesn't result in death or capture?
Where are you going?
Hey, now Wish wants to come with us. See? Someone just needed to name it.
Where are we going? We are
Hopefully
going.
to find the phylactery and the location of the ritual that both allowed Vecna to escape and lock all the gods and devils on the
we're
material
going to
plane.
Drepna, right? Is that where we
Honesty is
were?
something I do not get nearly enough.
You're
What is-
welcome.
Well, I haven't been out of here in, by the way, it's 549 years, in case you were wondering.
You don't look a day over
Um,
300.
I'm much older than that.
Just
But we
take a
are
compliment,
literally
Wish.
prepared
to
Jesus.
travel.
Your friend here's idea was probably the best. Teleportation would be the best way out of here.
Yeah.
Unless you do want them to know.
All right.
Chances
who's
are
got-
they're already aware.
I think we're missing an important
clearly
question,
you've been
though.
here way too long.
Wish has been here a very long time. Perhaps Wish you could maybe point out some of the very expensive books.
Oh yeah, is there any special books in here you want us to take with you? Is there like your girlfriend book over there? Or...
Teens means you can still have a girlfriend.
or you know, or any other kind of friend. We're not. We're not.
Yeah, is there a
bodice ripper in here that you really like that you want to bring with us?
Sure,
bodice
that one
ripper.
over there. We are the love of each other's lives.
Can I do an insight to see if it's sarcasm?
There's no arrow pointing anywhere. It's just saying it, so you don't have to do a check. It's
Okay.
I
Ooh,
think he's
baby,
being
oh,
a cheeky
baby.
little cunt. Yeah. I like this
Alright.
book.
I don't. All right. So who's got the abilities to take us out
I can do
of
this.
here? Because it is not me.
I'll take us out of here. I'll use my one.
Should I be carrying anything when we leave?
Yeah,
Yes,
everyone just load
absolutely.
up on books. Everyone
Aren't
just
you
grab.
carrying the sphere and the gem?
Those are in my backpack.
yeah, those each weigh like a couple ounces. They're not very heavy.
Maybe take a couple books as like
The metal's actually a
decoys.
little heavy. It's fairly hefty for its size, but
Yeah,
Oh.
we're just looting.
Hey, I've got prestidigitation, can I take another book that doesn't seem like it'll kill us and make it look like that book?
That we are stealing. That's a good
Disguising
idea.
the book, yeah.
Yeah, kind of
I
like
gotcha.
the Nicolas Cage Constitution movie.
National treasure.
National treasure.
Thank you. God, I'm brain dead today. Can I?
That only lasts for a little bit, correct? I mean,
Okay,
you
well,
can.
I'll just have it
It'll last
prepped.
like a minute,
I'll
yeah.
just take a book and just have it prepped to be able to just cast it and then throw the book if we get caught.
Okay.
Yeah. But I assume we can't teleport in here. I mean, that'd
That's
be rather stupid. Asmodeus is much smarter than that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It wasn't like I could only teleport a certain distance or something like that.
The
Well,
void,
there was.
well, the void prevented you. The magical void sphere prevented you before, but
All right.
it's been deactivated, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. I got all the. I grabbed some conjuration books about devils in the other room over there. You got the journal. Someone's got the robe and the little diamond thing. Anyone that just want to grab random stuff and just take it?
Doxy is way ahead of you on that.
Jax's coat's like packed out to here. He goes, "What? Take what? No, we should. No, that'd be theft. No, I can't do that. That's illegal."
Yeah, Robin will grab one or two books and then just sort of knock the rest up or some more on the floor just to kind of muddy the scene a bit, I guess. Make it a bit less obvious about what was taken.
I mean, I could just cast fireball in this room before we go.
You monster! All that knowledge gone.
Oh, Asmodeus would really have it out for you then.
I don't know if I could destroy. I don't know if I care about knowledge in that sense. I care about secrets, so I guess I would care about knowledge. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just point down the
Robin,
hallway.
at this point, you're starting to hear noises coming from beyond the grate.
I think I'll just point at the grate,
gotta go,
fire a
gotta go,
fireball in
gotta
there,
go.
and then teleport.
Yep.
Fireball at the
I-
grate. Nice.
Fireball.
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
fireball
teleport?
fireball the grate. Just a fireball in that area.
Okay.
I'll shoot it down the hallway so I don't have to be there.
Okay.
And when that goes off, then I'm like, everyone grab hands. We're teleporting out.
If we must.
All right,
my God, quickly,
Where
and
are
then-
you teleporting to?
We have a base, right?
Yeah, don't teleport us directly there.
Okay, where do you guys want to go?
We know the city. We know the city
Sounds are
pretty
getting closer, Andrew.
Need to pick a place.
I'll just take us to the ruins, and I'll snap my fingers, and we'll pop out into the woods, into a ruins I've visited before.
Okay.
Are they
We'll just-
nearby?
No, it's in the woods.
Okay.
I can go
so
anywhere in the
where
world.
You've been,
Oh, really? It's
Right.
not like a 500 feet. Oh, that's dimension door.
No, this is
this
teleportation.
is-
No,
yeah,
I've been here
7
before, so,
Okay.
but I don't have an object
Um,
there. so-
Go ahead.
D100.
Yeah, roll me the percentage die. I'm going to. Well, I'm going to assume you would pick somewhere, just knowing about. You know the spell well. Your teleportation is your thing, so you would pick somewhere you're very familiar with. So I'll
Yeah.
say you're very familiar with this location.
Yeah, I just rolled it using the dice roller, and I got 100,
All right,
which on this chart I think is on target.
is dead on target.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's a 1 in 100 chance. So
Yeah, I
mean,
just like snap my fingers and like we're like perfectly like in a chamber where I have like my camp set up. Like there's like snacks and like a bedroll. Welcome to my home away from home.
all right.
Cozy.
Well, we left.
We should probably move. They might be able to follow the magic.
Yeah,
That's why. Yes, I was thinking not exactly go directly to the base.
Oh, well, then
we
I probably
do
should
want to
take this
get
to-
home back to the other book that we had within 24 hours because I think we left it in a mansion that I conjured
You
A
did.
with
magnificent mansion.
Oh well,
yes.
we're far away, and that was my 1/7 level for the day. So
All right. Well, I used mine.
I mean, I guess we could take an 8-hour nap and teleport again in the morning.
Oh, I do have teleport.
You
But
do?
it's a 7th level spell, and I already
I'd
used
be
it.
willing to say you're within. You could walk back to the city and be there in time, but you would have to deal with getting back into the city.
Yeah.
Which is difficult on its own.
Let's see. Do I have anything else? I guess I have steaming. We could disguise ourselves when we go back in.
I have polymorph and alter self. We could also just kill someone who could get us into the city, and then I could just look like them for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I
How
have
do you
Misty Step.
You could tie them up too and put them somewhere safe until the job's done, or kill.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
just
I
start
literally
killing
can
people.
disguise myself of someone who has died. They have to
Yeah.
die for me to be able to disguise myself as that person.
Monster.
We have
The
steaming.
death is
It's
required.
I'm an old salty lady. I don't really care. All right. Well, we can either take an 8-hour nap and try to
I have conjure
teleport.
elementals. I could maybe conjure like a Pegasus or something. Is that an elemental? I don't think so.
I could polymorph someone into a Pegasus.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I could maybe get like a wind elemental to carry carry us. I don't know. It wouldn't last that long.
Alright. Hey, Joxy, you want to be a horse?
Pardon?
You want to give us a ride into town as a horse?
If you need a ride,
A stretch horse for like 6 people?
A dire horse.
Right?
I can help with the
I could
with
get
the. I can help with getting people inside the city
Ah.
via a flying creature, if that's what you're needing.
Oh, we need to get to the. I mean, I don't actually know what happens once my mansion disappears.
It just
If
gets
there's-
shunted out into a spot nearest to the portal.
Yeah, so it
If
just drops
there's-
on the ground where you cast the spell.
Because, I mean, there's always stuff in the portal. Like, always. There's people, there's food, and stuff. I don't know if. I mean, I assume if I reopen it some other time, we could probably access all the stuff that we left in it. Right?
No. So, yeah, like Steven said, essentially where you cast it, after 24 hours or when you dispel the spell, dismiss the spell, everything that you brought inside gets left in the space in front of where the door was.
All right.
So it would still be there sitting, and you guys did cast it down in the lair, so it would be down there.
Yeah.
It would just be
Out in the open.
sitting there, though. I mean, Davian knew it was there. Davian, I think you had allowed access, so
Yes.
he'd be able to pick it
Yeah.
up. But
Okay.
While everyone was discussing this, Joxy cast Commune with Nature.
Robin will climb up somewhere relatively high and start keeping an eye out because doesn't trust not being, expects to be followed. So
knowledge of the land within 3 miles.
What does commune with nature do for you?
I'm reading it right now.
Oh.
It lets me find out a bunch of information about the world around us.
Okay. So, terrain, bodies of water outside the city is fairly desolate. Something you already knew. You do know that the city is within 3 miles. So you're not too far outside of it. Prevalent plants, most of it's dead. Minerals, animals, peoples. Most animals, peoples are in the city. Please don't make me list minerals that are in the area.
I was gonna ask, mainly my question is, I am a bear and eagle totem
Barbarian.
So I was gonna see if there are any bears or large eagles in the area who would be willing to help us out.
I mean, how many do you need?
Well, there's 6 of
Yeah.
us, right?
It's
I can summon that in cows.
Yeah, I mean we could ride cows.
You can summon cows?
I can summon animals. They're just cows are my faves. My favorite animal to cast.
Didn't we have a
Hold
on,
fight with
'cause-
cows?
Yeah, the first game.
Yes, that was the first.
Yes, that
yeah,
definitely
that was
happened.
that was our first encounter.
And they were friendly cows fighting
I,
on
s-
our
I
behalf.
summoned 8 cows to fight for us. Yes, and I surrounded the boss with cows. Moo 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 moo. You ever been to the cow level in Diablo? Moo 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 moo.
I say we got our. I mean, it's only 3 miles away. Like,
Mm.
I'm just saying, at a brisk walk, we could get there in an hour.
Maybe
I've
you
done
could.
that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you could.
so
I
Might as
can-
well.
because I don't know what to roll for this because I like
Survival?
the idea of you trying to find animals in the area.
Nature?
That would help you.
Except that's not going to help her because I don't know
Yeah,
what
because
it's like.
I want it to be something that like makes sense for your character to actually have and be good at. So I'm gonna
Survival,
say
maybe?
make me a roll and add your con modifier
Yeah,
because
anything like
that's
Right. I can do
that's
that.
as part of your barbarian nature. That's where you're getting this from. So, yeah,
con or strength.
con. Because that also fits in with the rock gnome portion.
If this
Alright.
doesn't work out,
That
just
is
gonna
an
point
11.
An 11? Okay. There's a bear in its den a ways away. You kind of just touch its mind briefly. It doesn't really seem interested. As far as
It's hibernating.
eagles, there aren't really much in the area. There's not a whole lot of prey for them, so they don't stay here very much.
All right, so cows.
Let's.
I can help with that too.
Okay. what
You
do
can help with
do?
my cows.
Well, I can help with getting a flying creature to take us over the walls, and I can do it invisible.
You would know
Fine.
that the I was gonna say you would know that the walls are well guarded. So just
Yes.
flying over is not gonna be a thing.
Yes, but if
Invisible.
invisible,
But if we're invisible,
Invisible flying
How
cows.
many people can your flying creature carry, and how long does it last?
I mean, I do have Dimension Door. I could just, if we get to the wall, I can go 500 foot.
okay. If people want to do that, then where we kind of do a tandem.
Well, I'm guessing there's not going to be a lot of coverage or foliage around the outside of the wall. So, I mean, even
No.
if we got 250 feet from the wall,
Right.
if it's just plains, people will be able to see us.
I guess that's true.
I
Yeah,
can.
there's bramble and such, but actually getting through is it's fairly sparse.
Ramble.
so cows.
Cows could be a distraction, right?
I'm
Yes,
really
this could be
hoping
a
no one
reason we were
knows.
outside the city.
Could there you
always
go.
Cows.
Like, you could just ride the cows for 2 miles, or a mile out, and like shoo the cows in one direction, and then take the flying invisible train over the wall a few times.
Or I mean, we could be
Cows
cattle
could
farmer.
also be a reason we were outside the city.
Yeah, I mean, we
We're
could be ranchers.
farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would make sense that because of how desolate, because of how destroyed everything is, finding grass for cattle is difficult. So people who do tend to them actually have to go outside the city and
Well,
find grass
presumably,
for them.
cattle is not super common, so it might be of high value and would require protectors.
Yeah.
All right
So
then.
You want to work that angle? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
so-
I'll let's
So
see.
yeah, that makes sense. Cows, yes, somehow makes sense.
Cows for the win! For the win!
Oh, Jax, you were killing it with those cows.
do we have any disguises and stuff? Because otherwise, I can cast Alter Self to make us look a little less misfits.
I can
I got
disguise. I can
see-
disguise myself. And
I got
seeming.
seeming. I can cover the entire party.
Ah, all right. What is seeming?
Seeming is disguise self for everybody.
Well, aren't we special? I picked the,
And
like,
if anybody
crappiest
wants
caster.
to, they could also be a cow with seeming.
It's true.
Hell yeah! I want to be a cow.
We just herd ourselves into the gates.
A bunch of cows
Ooh.
just enter the city.
Yeah, I mean,
A few real ones up front, just to.
I mean, we could have a few real cows, a few people who are our cows, and then like
Moo.
1 or 2
We
farmers.
Trojan horse our way all the way to Asmodeus as cows.
Yep.
All
All right,
right,
so who-
Asmodeus. These aren't the cows I ordered.
All right. So who wants to be a farmer and who wants to be a cow? Raise your hand.
Ooh,
Cow.
cow,
No,
please,
You're
please,
in charge
pick
of
me, pick me.
You can be a
Alright, I want to be a cow.
All right.
We
so
need someone who can talk to not be a cow, as I'm not
Do we
the
want
best at
deception?
talking.
I'm good at deception.
How good?
Yeah. You,
Plus 15.
I'm okay too.
Plus 15. You're a farmer. Congratulations. Thank you for
Plus 15?
volunteering.
I'm not charming, but I am deceptive as fuck.
I'm +0.
I mean, I already kind of just look like security that a farmer would hire. I'm
Yeah.
just walking around in like leathers and wraps with weapons.
I mean,
so
you're
don't
pretty
think
much like a
anyone
herding
needs
dog,
access.
right? You're short enough to be like, snap at the ankles.
That's a good question. Does anyone want to be a
Ask for
cow dog?
mercenary?
A cow mercenary. What was that, Brooke?
I'll be the cow dog.
Mercenary.
Oh yeah, you can make yourself a not a corgi. What's an actual sheep herding dog? Some sheep herding
Collie?
dog.
Yeah, collie or something.
Collie, thank you. Corgi. Yeah, be a corgi. Oh, I thought this was a sheep herding dog.
Yeah, no, it's the corgi because it's the queen's cattle.
All right, so farmer, we have barbarian guardian and a corgi in the back, not a corgi, whatever, collie in the back, and the rest of you are cows. So you're a frog that gets turned into a cow. That's fun.
A very poisonous cow.
A very
Little bit
tiny
green.
poisonous cow.
Slightly
Green
green
cow.
sheen, like it's ill.
Which I mean makes sense for this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyone who tries to see through it, it's a DC 18 charisma to see through it.
Okay.
It's a level 5 spell too. So, there you go.
All
It
right.
lasts 8 hours, so we're good for the day.
All right. No mooing around. Let's do this. Can I ride like one of the fake cows so I don't have to walk?
No, it doesn't hold up to physical inspection.
No,
so-
well, no, his cows are fake
Oh, okay.
creatures.
Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to us fake cows, not
Yeah,
fake
so
cows.
not a humanoid cow. Can I ride one of the fake cows? If
So there's a ring of real cows around the fake cows.
Yes, exactly.
If you bump into it, it's a cow shape.
All right, I'm gonna ride one of the fake
Oh,
cows.
Michael, we are sorry.
Oh, I love it.
This is obviously what you intended as a DM, is that we
Yeah.
go in disguise as cows to get into a city.
Jax is just hoping like no one understands what he's actually doing. Like he's saying like I have one ability, it's to summon cows. But I could summon 8 horses, which just made more sense. But no, fuck that. Cows.
You're gonna get there late in the day.
You're a
Somehow
ranger.
Jax has gotten by just by summoning cows. That's
Just
all
by
he ever
summoning
does. Just one move.
Oh my god.
One move.
I
Hey,
see what you did there.
All right, onward.
Okay. So it takes a little while to get the cows there. The
An hour?
fake
That's a brisk
or
walk.
the fey cows, not the fake cows.
I'm gonna pop the
Pronunciation.
fake cows when we get closer to the town.
Yeah. The fake cows I'm assuming follow your orders. Are you a cow, by the way?
I'm also a cow. Yes.
You're a cow. Okay. So they follow. You're kind of the leader cow, and the fake cows are following you.
It's like my dream come
Yeah.
true. Jax's fantasies are coming reality. Oh yeah. Don't judge me, Mike. Don't you judge me.
So it's getting, I'd say, because you left in the morning, so you guys were in the library, I'd say, for not actually that long, like a few hours.
Not most.
There, it's mid-afternoon by the time you get back to the city. You guys approach the gate.
Yep.
Moo.
I am.
Moo.
This is
Wait,
fine.
I'm a dog, not moo.
Moo. Moo. Rough.
Doxy is at the
Dang it,
rear,
dang
just
it,
keeping an eye
abort.
on stuff.
I'm a cow. Brr.
So very, very doomed.
And we look to the guards and, do whatever hand motions I think would seem normal to ask for entry into the city.
The cow goes moo.
Whose holdings are these?
Sorry.
Whose holdings are these?
Is someone
Didn't
who
have
would-
anything in the books coming through today.
as someone who's lived in the city for a couple hundred years, would I have some idea
Yeah.
of someone to lie about?
Yeah, you know the general layout hierarchy of the city. You'd be able to come up with something.
All right. XYZ.
Just make it up, Deception 15.
Hold
I
on.
mean, I could for like part of my seeming, I could like have their cattle brand on the side.
Well, they just
Moo
subtly,
Sabu!
just like slowly appears after I say it.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
on the side that he's not looking.
Right.
Ah,
Normally the brand on the left side. I guess stays on the right side.
Moo! Motherfucker.
Hold on. We just didn't have anything coming in today. Hold on. Let me check. Goes over and takes a look at the a book and a ledger. It looks like.
I'll wait and not over complicate things. But if he comes back, I'm gonna point to the Andrew's cow. Be like, yeah, we got a sick one that needs to come in early. We were supposed to come in. Would I have any idea how frequently cattle comes into the city?
They typically spend a few weeks out. The general idea is that if you're going to sell them, because they have feed in the city, but if you want to actually get them like fed up, there are places you can go outside the city, get them fed up, get them a little healthier looking, and then bring them in and sell them.
Okay, then I think I'll go with the slightly green sheen one and say that we think that one's ill. We need a vet to make sure that it didn't spread to the rest of the herd.
It didn't spread in any of the pastures, did it?
Moo. Moo.
I mean, to the grass? No, I'm being intentionally obtuse.
That's not how diseases work. Moo.
I'm a farmer. I'm being intentionally stupid. I mean, I'm acting stupid because I'm a farmer. Like,
Oh no, I'm talking to the guard.
yeah.
Stupid.
So
What was-
for
you hear that?
all of this, go ahead and give me a general deception check.
Okay. Like, please don't be
All you have to do is not roll a 1.
32. 32 for deception.
Wow.
Look, we just the pastures are shared. We can't be spreading disease. I don't know how all this works. It's not my job.
Well,
Well, the others aren't green, and we've been traveling for days, so I think it's just the one, but, you know, just to be sure.
That one cow's getting subtly more green.
And I'm sort of swaying slightly.
Fair enough. Just get it in, get it taken care of. Don't let it spread. Just go. Ushers you in.
Moo. Moo.
I'm gonna
Ark.
slap you on the shoulder.
Get in line.
Ah, moo.
Yeah,
All right.
52. That's what you say to horses, but in a really nice voice.
And you make your way into the city. And so you guys aren't too far from the main gate. There is a specific gate for cattle to come and go. That's several blocks away from the main area, but it was essentially this idea: you go in, take a left, and then you would go in and bring them to market there.
We can drop seeming whenever we. Well, we could actually just. I don't know, kind of do like.
So
Go ahead.
this is still a city. There are still people walking around. It's midday.
All right, guess we're heading to the cattle portion of the city,
Yeah.
where there's hopefully barns or stables where we could not be seen while we transform.
All right.
Yeah. Let's just head straight to the slaughterhouse.
Let's not. Is there a vet section?
So
Moo.
make a or roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. This is essentially local knowledge
Roll D20. Oh,
and your proficiency bonus.
10
Go ahead and put
plus.
that as well.
My proficiency is charisma. So we'll go with 15.
15? Okay. You do know, or, well, 15, you don't really know cattle that well. You don't really know where a vet is.
Anyone in the group? I'm gonna whisper. Anyone know where the vet is?
Actually, we got this cow-based guy.
Does
Surely he's got
Joxy?
connections.
She's got a bear.
Anybody,
Hey,
anybody got animal handling?
No, I mean, does anyone here have a connection with the vet? Surely we haven't been cows.
Who
We've
took
been
the vet
cows more than
background?
once, right?
I could just
Work with Jax,
go-
you've probably been a cow before.
Right.
Yeah, this isn't
Can
our
we roll
first
for
roundup.
connections?
I mean, I could just go up to wherever the cows normally go and just wave someone over and be like, "Hey, I've got a sick cow. Point to the green one. Where's the vet today? Are they in the city? As if I'm not totally asking where specifically they are, but like, are they in?"
She kind of looks you up and down, like it
I try to look as dumb as possible.
kind of looks at the brand on the. Did you disguise yourself at all, or are you still you?
I did cast a alter self to be a farmer that doesn't look like me, just a human farmer.
Okay. Kind of looks at you, looks at the brand on the cattle, raises an eyebrow. Just like.
Silence
Well.
is key to deception. Doesn't say anything.
If you just take them to your barns, you will have someone there. I'm
Right.
assuming the one right 2 lanes down would be closer than the one half the city away.
Well,
Moo.
aren't you
Moo, moo,
a
moo, moo.
smart cookie? Thank you, neighbor. Good up.
Moo. Where did this accent come from? Moo.
I do
32
gesture
deception.
to the dog and to Miriam, and we generally mosey on in that direction.
Yeah,
You go in that
hurting.
direction, and you do see a barn with the same symbol that you had branded on the side of all the cows.
Probably the only one she's seen.
I'm shifting the brand to the right side.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we don't want to get too
Good
close, so I'm just gonna try and find like area to round all the cattle in, and maybe you can like slowly like drop.
And how
cows.
many cows did you summon?
It's 8 plus the
Um,
group.
Because
It is
I'm
8
pretty
plus the
sure
group.
It has to be 8. So you currently have what, 4 or 12 cows?
8 plus the group.
8.
Well, some of us are cows. So 8. I'm a cow. That's 9.
I'm
We
a
have a
dog.
poison
Cow.
cow. 10.
Oh, got it. 8 cows summoned plus 4 more pretend cows.
I'm a dog.
You guys aren't moving very stealthily. You're not hiding.
Cool beans. Well,
You're
make
not
sure
gonna be able
that
to just turn down a hall or a side street and just disappear.
I mean, we could go into a haunted house.
Well, I mean, we could just go in and have the fake cows like separate intentionally into a different paddock, and then
Or we could just surround ourselves with cows and duck down and
Well, no,
change.
I like the idea that we've been cows before. We have a contact in the cow business. We're going to like a safe house barn, and when we get in, they'll like shut the doors. So we can drop it.
or we have money, right?
Yeah.
I roll. I could just.
I've been playing a lot of Vampire. Do we have any street contacts? Can I roll streetwise, maybe?
I just go find a small arena or whatever you store a herd of cows in, and like bribe
A
stable
barn?
to just go do something else.
I mean, honestly, that's probably what we've done in the past. We probably have someone we've bribed before. We know is corruptible.
Yeah.
Let's roll for it.
With cattle, and like you guys were saying, it's not something that is readily available.
We got the one green
They're
cow. No one better want to
fairly-
come near our herd.
They're fairly well looked after, and no, like no one's specifically coming up. And especially here, people know the sight of a sickly looking cow. They're gonna keep their cattle separate. But just going into the barn, you're not gonna find yourself alone in there. Like they are kept watch over because people will just steal them.
Well, we could just slowly have you guys, like he said, kneel down and change out from a cow and just kind of eventually thin the herd till it's just the 8 cows. Hang on, do we have any spells for like illusions?
Maybe some of the cows could become extra sheepdog.
Right. Yeah, I could polymorph them, or you could probably alter them with the seeming spell.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just like turn a corner and.
They've got modified memory. Is that like an AOE?
No, it's one person.
One person, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Can I act or
I
cast
skipped a
spells while I'm a cow?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a sky self, right? So.
Okay.
Well, you seeminged into a cow, right? Or
Yeah, seeming does the. I'm
so you
control.
can do anything you want. You just look like a cow. You can do anything that you normally could.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
How does a cow shoot a bow? Book.
Well, no, see, they won't see the bow. You'll just be the arrow will just fly out.
Arrow just like appear out of.
I'm assuming that either the mouth opens and an arrow shoots out, or it comes out the other end.
Okay. Hey, I got Mage Hand and I've got Unseen Servant. And I've got Dancing Lights. I kind of feel like I've got the ability to make a distraction on the other end of the farm that would, or barn that would cause people to go and letting cows out. Like if they suddenly just the doors open and a whole bunch of cows just start walking out, and then that would maybe distract them.
Save the cows.
As a wizard,
Save the cows.
I have the perfect spell for every situation, which is fireball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Barbecue.
I'm gonna summon an unseen servant and instruct him to go and open the gates to
Unleash the cows.
unleash the cows, the other cows.
Okay, are you in the barn yet, or are you still walking up?
Well, I assume we'd still be in the barn.
Okay, 'cause
Okay, so
you
we're
haven't
going
gone
into
to
the
the barn
barn.
at this point.
Oh, okay.
So are you going in?
Well, I guess we could identify that being in the barn is probably more of a problem than approaching the barn and a bunch of cows coming out to mix into our herd. So,
A suggestion would be like you could say, Fido, watch the cows while I go get a drink in this bar, and then I'll sit out there with the cows, and then you go inside, get the drink, and you cast your spell in the bathroom.
there we go. Because it's a ritual.
Yeah.
Fucking cast him. All right. Mage
Yeah,
hand.
and you just pretend like you have the shits.
So if you get up there, you do.
What's
see
going on in there?
And you know, just leaving the dog to watch over the cattle is not something that.
Okay. How about Mage Hand? That's a cantrip. It's a spectral hand. Does that mean that people can see it?
Yeah, there's a special
Yes.
arcane trickster one to make it invisible.
All right. Disco ball it is at the far end, and make the cows uncomfortable because dancing lights inside on the ground, and I don't know, that would scare horses. Can I do that?
What's the range of dancing lights?
So the way
120 feet.
they are all inside the barn. In order to cast something inside the barn, you will have to go.
All right. I guess we're going
No,
inside the
no.
barn.
Yeah, it is.
I could cast disintegrate on the barn.
No.
Oh boy.
Just
No.
the structure would vanish.
I love the dichotomy of Lauren. It's like, can I do this with cantrips? Brooke, okay, I use my 7th level. Okay, that means I need to use a 6th level spell.
Oh, I've already used my 6th level.
Okay, so we're at 5th.
All right, we go
This
inside
was-
the barn.
All right, so you get up there.
We really need a druid next time for that
I mean,
game.
I could make the barn come alive and run away.
How about a cow?
I'd
I
say
can talk to
barn's a bit
animals.
big for.
Is it a huge object?
It's more than huge.
Okay.
It's at least gargantuan. It's beyond
Okay.
that, I think.
Jesus. Well, I could polymorph one of the real cows into a shark panther. No, it has to be something I've seen. A wolf.
A shark panther?
Something I don't know. Yeah, no, it has to be something I've probably seen. Or a dragon.
All right. Assuming we're in the barn now, assuming we're all in,
Okay.
what does it look like on
Um,
the inside?
You got up there. They gave you a little bit of grief because you were early. You kind of getting the same thing. Showed them the sick cow. And immediately they insisted the sick cow be separated from the herd and sick cow go to the vet.
Shit, we should have thought of that and made a different cow green.
I mean, I can make all the ones who are us green.
Okay,
Sure,
maybe
yeah.
just like do like a chromatic wave of green. I'm like, oh shit, looks like they're all infected
Yeah, like their fur will start to ruffle like in the wind and.
I will need another deception check if you're gonna pull that.
Okay. From whom? Well, I'm the one explaining it, so I
Yeah,
guess.
you're the one selling it. So give.
Can I give advantage because I'm making them green?
See, the thing is, you're making a bunch of them instantaneously sick.
Chromatically wait, like just a slight
Yeah.
sheen of.
Just like their eyes start to gloss over, like.
It's all at the same time though. So honestly, that
Yeah.
based on how fast it's hitting, give me a deception check with disadvantage because this is not a normal sickness.
Just to be clear, I'm looking more sick.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know,
you
I'm
and-
thinking on the feet, and I don't have a lot of human voices talking to me. All right, so first roll is 24. Second is 31.
Okay.
24. Yeah.
24 is the lowest.
Can I do a performance check to see if I can make myself vomit as a cow?
I don't think cows can vomit. They have 7 stomachs. Can cows
Oh
vomit?
my god. Oh, Google's getting its money's
As
worth
far as
today.
I'm-
Regurgitate.
They can
They
regurgitate.
can regurgitate their cud.
Cattle and horses vomit rarely. It's a unusually ominous sign.
Yes,
vomit.
You can do it. Yeah, that would make them think you're extremely sick.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like we're overreacting, and like I'm pretty sure now they're just gonna want to kill you all. So like we're just gonna have to go to the back room.
I just want to walk right up to it, looking sickly. Blah, right on the
You are
feet.
inside the barn. You do see there are several mercenaries there, as well as the staff hands.
Yeah.
Another probably because this is one of the bigger families. I'm assuming essentially first group that came to mind is who you went with, so it is one of the bigger groups. So there's about a dozen stable hands there, several mercenaries. The person that you're talking to starts looking over the cows, and he doesn't look like he's buying that they're all sick. He looks very skeptical and not really catching on what's going on, but he's very confused.
I vomit on his
Doesn't
shoes.
look
Can
normal.
Joxy walk over to the actual cows?
The fake cows or
No, the real cows. The real cows in this barn.
Are you one of the ones who's looking more sick?
I'm not a cow.
Cow.
Oh,
She's my
you're the
protection.
Farmer.
Oh yeah, you're
Muscle.
Andrew,
Yeah,
Stephen, and Quinn are cows.
a couple of the mercenaries are kind of keeping a closer eye now that something seems to be a little off.
I have a dumb idea.
Hey,
I'll-
like what we've done so far hasn't been idiotic.
Okay,
What's
I'm
up?
gonna reach in my pocket since then we can
As
see
a
what I'm
dog?
doing. I'm a dog, right? I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I'm gonna take like 10 coins. I'm going to cast animate objects and make the coins come alive, and then I'm gonna have them kind of just roll across the floor and kind of like spread out, and then they're like gonna kind of fall by the. I'm gonna telepathically have them like fall by the gates, and like when everyone's not paying attention to it, then they're gonna shoot up and like slice the gate open and then fall back to the ground. Just have them like destroy the cow gates very subtly.
Making this so hard on ourselves, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And, yeah, just like 10 coins just go rolling out.
You're a paladin. You've got spells, man.
I'm
I
doing
would
this.
say that's not really going to. It would be very noticeable because coins are typically made out of softer metals. So in order for
Yep.
them to break a iron lock, essentially,
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping
It
that
would
it's,
be-
it's tiny so they don't notice it getting there.
Dude, you have a minor illusion cantrip.
I do.
No, well, not you. I meant Steven.
Okay.
it's
So,
No, it's
well,
minor. That's a problem.
Joxy is over by the cows.
Boo.
She is going to lean over and just kind of mutter to the cows and be like, "Hey, friends, we'd really appreciate it if you could cause us a bit of a distraction right now." And then
The
you
head
get to
cow
hang
winks.
out
Boo. Yeah.
with some fun other cows who can tell you weird fae stories if you just give me a bit of a hand right now.
I'm
Boo.
guessing using speak with animals.
Yes, I'm using speak with
Phew,
animals.
excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
Didn't mute myself in time for that.
No, you're all right.
I'd be the dog and like start foaming at
The
the mouth.
the cow that's there is just kind of why?
Food.
Because some of our cows aren't cows, and we need to get them out of here.
Yeah, like who are they gonna tell?
Not cows.
What?
Ah.
Why aren't your cows cows?
Because they're people. Because the people
Human.
really wanted to be cows, because you guys are awesome.
Are
Human stuff.
are people cows?
Sometimes.
You'll do this because I tell you to. And I'm gonna cast Dominate Beast.
You don't know what I'm saying to the cows.
Oh, I don't? All right,
No.
never
Yeah,
mind.
this is
She's-
just general
Speak with cow.
cow talk.
Cow, moo, cow, moo.
Moo
Like
moo.
it's
Moo
just
moo moo
looks
moo.
like the other
Moo moo.
mercenary just went over to the cows and was just like "Mur, mur, 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 mur." Like
So
Feel like a persuasion. Cow
what do you
persuasion.
want?
could you just like make a lot of noise and a big old fuss and distract your owners for a second? And I'll also like point to that
Your boot.
point to like a pile of hay in the corner and be like, I'll also toss that big thing of hay in there when everyone's distracted.
Another one comes up. You say hey?
Yeah,
Hey.
you cause a big distraction. I'm throwing that entire bale in there.
Hey, she says there's hay if we make noise. There's hay, and it just kind of starts going through the group.
I
Hey,
like
hey,
bread.
hey, moo, 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 moo.
Pretty much, it's the bread discussion.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what kind of we can move.
But can you be like all panicky?
Yeah, that's the key.
There's a wolf. There's a wolf in here trying to kill you. Ma,
Where's Snake?
scary.
Or
Or
mouse?
mouse.
Oh, like when there's a thing that's scary, but it wasn't. It turns out it wasn't there, but it was, and it was scary.
Yeah,
Like
exactly
that?
like that. Exactly like that.
Can
Hey,
I
guys,
understand
there's
them
this
if I'm
thing that's
loose?
scary? And the cows, the ones that have heard the talk of hay, they start mooing, they start kind of jostling around, and there's a mild panic going on. I mean, it's not high quality hay they have, so it's not like they're stampeding towards the doors, but you know you've definitely distracted. All the stable hands are now over trying to calm them down.
What
Their
about the
full
security
attention
guards?
is divided. A couple of the mercenaries are over there, so it's really just the one guy and a few of the mercenaries that are still over in the area, paying any attention to what's going on with these new cows.
Cool. Well, while the stable hands are distracted, Joxy is going to just hoof a
Do
thing of
promise. And
hay
also
into the.
get out. And gonna just stealth on out. Like
There are
transfer.
still a few people paying attention.
Can I toss some dancing lights at the far end, or amidst the cows?
That's gonna cause suspicion.
Yeah. But
I've got firebolt. I can set some of the hay on fire, but I think that's a bit much.
Maybe there's like a I can mage hand like the door. Well, no, you'd see the mage hand, right? Never.
You see mage hand, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I will cast fear on the remaining.
How many creatures can you target?
With this one, let's see. All right.
30-foot cone.
Yeah. Wow, it's
Okay.
cone. All right, yeah. So I'll just line myself up so I'm getting all of them. Be like,
17 wisdom save. That's an awesome spell.
so I'm.
You're gonna look like a badass fucking cow.
So the phantasmal image of the creature's worst nightmares. I'm gonna have that be the fact that the cows are actually starting to revolt. They're stampeding.
What's your save?
17.
17? Okay.
Wisdom.
Yeah, a 17 whiz save.
So the guy who seemed to be in charge of the barn looks up, and some of the cows that didn't really partake in the cow riot so, hey, get them! 3 of the other mercenaries will run over, and there's one that one mercenary that's kind of looking and looks very confused at the cows that are over here panicking, and then everyone's running towards a different group of cows that is just sitting there complaining about them, and he is very confused, but he doesn't seem to really grasp what's going on. So his attention is a little divided, but he doesn't seem to have taken from the spell.
So I just kind of nudge Lauren and be like, "This is it. Let's go."
I can polymorph him. I don't look like myself, so and polymorph him into a blind mole rat.
Who are you polymorphing?
There's one remaining guard that wasn't feared. There's one remaining guard that is confused, but is possibly looking at us, so that if all of a sudden 5 people turn into
I'm sure this is fine. Yeah, this is fine.
Well, he's gonna fail that. He rolled a 4.
So a whatever. Okay, does it have to be a specific animal I've seen? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure everyone's seen a rat.
You've
Kill the
seen
rats!
small rodentia in this city.
Yeah, and this one, just if I can make him have poor vision, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
While that's happening,
Yeah,
I think
you-
I'll use my last 5th level spell to turn some cows over there, the actual cows, into people.
Can you polymorph animals into people?
No, seeming. I'm gonna seeming
Oh.
with my last 5th level.
Is seeming concentration?
No, it's not.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's a very good spell, but it's 5th level, so that's my last 5th level.
That's okay. We're hopefully not doing much for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so it won't
Okay.
hold up to physical inspection, but there's a bunch of people standing over there.
That were
Okay, so
cows.
you
armed.
are still out in the open. Everyone is distracted or turned into a rodent.
Or person.
And then
So
there's a
no
group
one
of armed
is
people over there.
specifically looking at you. You're fairly near the door.
Yeah,
Yep.
stealth out and tell everyone to make a break for it.
Jump and bump.
I've turned a bunch of cows into armed men.
Alright. I'm gonna stealth out and whisper that go.
I don't know if I have any control over my cow form, but that's okay. I'm gonna remain a cow, but also stealth out.
Actually, it lets me change any number of creatures I can see, so every cow is an armed man.
That would be a good action.
We're never going to be able to come back to the stable.
Well, I just don't
Every
look like yourself.
Every cow is an armed man, and the guards are also armed men. They all look identical.
Which is,
Where's the
Another thing we put
Spider-Man
down from
picture of him pointing at himself?
Okay, so the ones that are the guards are able to make a saving throw if you.
I think so. Let me
Yeah.
see.
It's unwilling creatures.
Yeah, an
Yeah,
unwilling
just-
creature makes
it happens
a saving throw. So my casting is 18 charisma.
Okay, you are trying to get all of them though.
I'm trying to get everybody.
the cows.
The
not
entire,
All the cows.
entire room, every cow, every person in the room,
real cow.
as long as I can see them.
What about cows that you've already changed to look like cows?
This is a separate spell, so you guys are still.
So they're still cows.
In
Okay.
fact, we're the only cows in the room.
Since I am a cow, question I have: since I could do anything I could as my normal character, can I speak common, or am I mooing, or
No, you can still talk. And stuff.
so I can literally do it? Okay.
Okay, only one of the guards succeeded.
Okay, so all the guards and every cow in the room is an identical like soldier with a pike.
Okay, it's chaos going on here.
Everyone's
So
freaking
you
out.
guys start filtering out through the door. Looking around, you can see people are, because it's fairly chaotic in there. Like, noise is filtering out, people are looking. You assume it's only a matter of time before someone comes along to check things out.
Everyone's
Cows
freaking out.
eating.
This particular cow is gonna stand up on its hind legs, on two legs, and be like, "Oh, the chicken's up!" Ah! Just runs to.
I think when you do that, I drop the form on you.
Yeah, as soon as you look like a cow that's running like you're
Ah,
done with that. Done with that.
We're just booking it.
All right.
It's chaos.
People are not going to
Oh my god. And no one knows who's friend or ally, you know, because like the entire room is the same.
Are they cows? Are they people? I don't know.
Where cow?
Okay, so you guys make it out of the barn. You're all safe, and you make your way back to the lair, if that's where you guys are headed.
Those people are gonna be looking like that for 8 hours. Oh,
My
man.
God.
Bill, is that you? Moo. Nope. Oh,
I'll
Jesus.
say it's easy enough for you guys to lose anyone following you, and make your way down into the lair.
Oh, it's actually a pretty cool spell because like
You mean
if
it all
can make an
worked?
entire room look identical. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that was a
'Cause I
catastrophe.
Yeah.
Stealth mission complete.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
If anyone is watching us through that ball bearing, they're going to be like, "What the hell?"
Is there like
Who
smoke
even
rising
are
out of the
these?
library in the distance where I could on fire?
Right.
I'm kidding.
So Brooke, you still have the book, right?
Yes, I have the entire
Wish.
book. I
Wait.
have wish with me, yes.
You just hear in your head, "Wow."
Yeah,
We're
no
good
one
at
cares.
this. I know.
Nothing else, just one word. Wow.
I know, pretty amazing, right?
I lean in. Flying over the walls invisible sounds pretty good now, doesn't it?
Brooke, you're the only one who hears anything.
Yeah. I'll be like, you know, that went about as well as I would hope.
Wish book tells Brooke. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, at this point, because who was wearing the robe?
Me.
Okay.
Because alter self doesn't require changing clothes, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it probably would have happened earlier, but you are now attuned to this robe. It is a robe of stars.
Oh, that's good.
So
On internet.
6 of the stars you notice are embroidered differently, and they are larger than the rest.
Sorry, how many stars? 5?
6 of them.
6.
They can be used to cast magic missile as a action, and then each new day or every day at dusk, actually, so before you go to bed, 1d6 of the used stars reappears.
5th level magic missile.
Yeah.
5th level?
Yeah.
5th level.
Also, while you are wearing the robe, as an action, you are able to enter the astral plane along with anything that you are wearing or carrying, and you remain there until you use an action to return to the physical plane, at which point you return to the space you were in or to one adjacent to it.
You say astral, you mean ethereal?
No,
It says
astral.
astral.
Does it say astral?
Stroll.
So that's one of the. It's what includes the the inner plane. So it's like it's the border between the inner plane and outer planes, basically.
Holy crap, it's purple.
Yeah, no, 5th
So
level
it's-
magic missile's pretty good.
Yeah, now that you can
That's
see it, it
fucking-
is a darker. Yeah, it is a deep navy blue. It's essentially the color of like a night sky, dimly lit down towards the bottom, which is where the stars are. Up towards the top, it is black.
So each charge is
Essentially, it'll deal 5d4 plus 5 automatic damage.
and that's per one charge? Or is
Yes,
that
per
like-
charge.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, magic missile I think it creates a number of bolts, and so you can target many things. Or just
Yes,
one thing?
yeah. So you can target up to 5, each of them taking 1d4 plus 1, and
Yeah.
you can only
Okay.
cast one at a time.
Wow. All right.
It's still a lot. It automatically hits. That's very nice.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only one thing in the entire game that can stop it, and that is the only thing that magic item can do.
What was that?
There's what's the? I think it's an amulet. It prevents
Or the-
damage from magic missile.
Oh,
That's
wow.
one
I think
thing.
The brooch
Yeah.
of shielding.
Yeah,
I remember
Brooks
thinking
shielding. It's a
when I-
singular thing.
The only thing, well, when I made a monk, I actually thought that missile deflection was for magic missiles, not realizing that it meant like.
That'd be pretty great if you like could catch a magic missile.
like Kung Fu Panda in. He was catching magical cannonballs. I don't know. We saw
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 2. Apparently, I never saw that one. I just went straight to 3. So
There's a 3.
there's a third one where he meets all the other pandas. The
Oh.
second one is the weird one where the albino peacock wants to take over China by use of and kill Kung Fu. Anyway.
Yep.
Awesome.
But then,
cool.
how will everybody be fighting if everyone's not kung fu fighting?
Right. Well, if anyone else needs or wants the robe, otherwise I'll keep it for now. If we come across a quest where we think that someone will be immune to physical damage, I can give it to one of you melee people.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
mean,
unlikely to happen, but you know, I can offer.
oh my gosh.
All I know is we made it.
Yeah, we can just come back to the headquarters and be like, huge success. No one suspects a thing.
Nothing weird happened. In and out
Nothing weird.
job. Yep.
You're in and out like ninja cats.
It should
Good
go
lord.
down in the training books actually of how well planned and thought out that was.
History will remember us.
Well, hopefully not, and that's the point. But
Yeah.
yeah.
The perfect crime.
Hey, none of us took damage, so we'll just see
True.
if you know.
Yeah, it's
I'm warning or warranting. Maybe we actually did get through that without totally screwing up.
Yeah. So hey,
shortly
Wish.
after you get back, word does start to reach the lair of chaos going on
Just
over on
cows.
the market district. You haven't heard any names associated with the chaos, but
Witness?
You rumors of chaos at the barn.
all right, yeah, you're back.
I go into my virtual mansion and grab the book.
Do we want to just have a, powwow there? Well,
Sure,
well, still
with,
up, yeah.
Devrin or
Yeah.
Davine. What was his name? Davian.
Something like
Devian?
that.
Sure. So, can we? Well, first let's take in Wish to the mansion and see if Wish has any kind of reaction to being in the mansion or the other book. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, if I know Wish, he'll probably be a dick about it. Oh, mansion. Never seen one of these in my 1,000 years. Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Wish. Welcome to our humble abode between the dimensions.
Very nice.
Does he have any kind of hey Wish? I pick up the other book that we have. Any thoughts on the book that we have?
It's a book. Looks like a journal.
Vecna's journal, to be exact.
Why didn't you burn it?
We're trying to decode it, but it's really hard.
Well, it's Vecna's journal. You barely able to talk to me.
Actually, that's a good question. Since you were with Vecna, I think like you were one of the helpers. Maybe you know his code.
No, we all kept our own codes.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
To be fair, it did help us find you, so.
Oh, a fat lot of good that did us.
But maybe those books talk to the other books, so you maybe learn
That's
learn some secrets of the other books.
What if we like?
we're a book club?
What if we like,
That's
put the
exactly
books
what I think you
together?
are.
Is there any way like you could eat the book if I like put it on top of you?
It's like smashing two dolls together. Like,
Yeah, like
Maybe
smash
it's
the
just
books
put you
together.
together. Is that gonna do anything? Are we gonna get a little book out of that?
Yeah, like you could just like
Little
absorb the
little
knowledge.
book?
when a daddy book and a
Want me
mommy
to
book love each
force a
other.
book to reproduce with that book? That's what you're trying to do here?
Well, listen, we don't know how this works. We're just, I don't
It
know.
doesn't work.
Do you have to get in the mood or that? Look, we
Ryan Adams playing.
we're trying to get some help from you with this book, but if you can't help us, I don't know why we didn't just leave you in that library.
Right? Yeah, we could just leave you literally anywhere else, or burn you. I mean,
Do you think we could flush this book?
I'm not
Flush
gonna
the
burn
book.
the book.
They're turning on you real quick, book. They're turning on you real quick. You better, if you got a card to play, now's the
First of all,
time, buddy.
You're clearly not the normal group that tries to take me apart and figure out what's inside me.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I don't think that was a compliment.
What is? No, they are quite awful. Asmodeus has been at me trying to figure out what's in my head for centuries.
Have you ever wanted to look like a cow?
No.
Okay.
Who would want to look like a cow?
Just a
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. Who'd want that?
There's want and necessity.
Noted.
oh, hey, can we ask the book if he knows anything about the diamond or the orb?
Oh yeah, we have a shiny. Can you
Here's
see
your
this?
shinies.
I like set the diamond on the
No,
book.
I can't
Joxy
see. You'd
has
have to
them.
describe it to me.
Well, here, hang on. I'll just put it inside your pages, and I'll like fold the book on half on top of it.
Well, now I am slightly open, and I need it. I have a general idea for the size.
It's a diamond, and it has
Hey, I thought you couldn't feel anything.
X magic feelings. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't remember.
So it's a magic diamond. It's what? A spell gem then?
No, I have a spell gem
That's
here.
the divine druidic one.
Yeah, so this thing, it's got like divine magic. It's druidic. It's not one of the regular schools of magic. I know all the schools of magic, so like all 8 of them. And this is not
You
one of
hear
the.
a loud, boisterous laugh when you say you know all the schools of magic.
Yes, I know all 8 of them.
I was gonna say, it's
The
like
laughing continues for several minutes.
Yes, thank you.
I feel like possibly I don't fully understand this robe if it's got some necromancy magic to it. Unless is magic missiles necromancy?
No, that's maybe it's the plane shift. I don't know.
If you
Oh,
talk,
yeah.
if you talk about it, Joxy, you would know. Astral projection actually is a necromantic spell.
Because it has to do with energy
Oh,
transfers
wow.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I said I was surprised. I thought it would be like a standard teleportation spell.
Yeah, that's
No.
conjuration.
Yeah. So that's the necromancy you're picking up from it. 'Cause it's essentially astral projection. So after the laughter subsides, that you know all the types of magic.
Yeah.
Look, many types of magic have been lost. Many of them were sealed off when the gates were sealed. You don't know anything about magic. You're barely learning anything.
Oh, so humble. Cool. Well then, could you enlighten us as to this magical diamond thing?
Well,
Or this
assuming it is
weird-
a spell gem, it's likely one of my spell gems. Or my creator's spell gems.
Who is your creator again?
Just a second, let me take a look at the name.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that like we still don't know who the journal belongs to.
It's very good
Like,
at keeping secrets.
You belong to Vecna. No, I don't. Well, though we don't know who. Won't bother asking.
Actually, could I cast animate objects on the book and then give it like eyes and arms and legs and a mouth? Can I just
Oh
make the
my
book
God.
alive? A living book?
Oh wow.
Make a spell attack.
Spell attack.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a d20 plus 10s. Roll. 14 plus 10 is 24.
Okay.
I want to make it Bookie the Living Book.
And his friend Clippy.
Kill me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I give it eyes and arms so he can see the diamond. I'll be like, hang on, let me help you out here. Yes, just like that.
Yes. Does it have a mouth now as well?
Well, I mean, it just says it comes to life, so I mean, I'm using my imagination here.
I would say as a book.
Here's hold on. Here's the other option without a face.
Yeah. I was hoping I could like let it see.
Hold on, because I mean, if it's giving it 1 sense, why not?
I mean, it can follow commands and do things, and it can move around.
That one on the saving throw. Nice. I really need to turn notifications back on for this.
Do you still have a 5th level spell? I thought you used all yours.
No, oh, it is 5th level. Shoot, never mind. I'll have to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
What is it?
Never mind.
It's a 5th level spell.
It's a 5th level spell, so I used my last one for the seeming. So
Hang on, I might have a.
I guess if we took a short rest, I could regain it. Because I do have arcane recovery, so if we just sat here for an hour, I could get the spell back and then cast it. You guys want to take a short
maybe
rest?
I could give you something for that, but nope. I can't.
No, I mean
afford
we
the
could
spell
take a short rest here, and then I'll cast it after like an hour. Because I mean we've been here for a while.
Yeah, I mean long enough for me to get attuned to
Yeah.
the robe.
Well, that was on the walk, because it takes about an hour to attune. So it's on the walk.
I
from
thought
the,
attunement had to like require like concentration.
You have to rest. Yeah.
That's
Oh, does it
okay.
have
I
to
mean,
be a rest?
I'm not using the robe, so I just assume if we take a short rest, that's when I would become attuned to it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, but I figured we're in the mansion. We got time. We're just
Yeah.
we could take a short rest in the mansion. I could gain back my arcane recovery, get back up to 7 levels of spells, so I could get seeming back, right? So.
And while we're resting, we can talk about what we're actually doing. Phylactery.
Yeah, so
Ritual.
I'll go ahead and take a short rest.
Where?
As will I. Alright. Discuss next. Well, if she can make the book talk to the rest of us rather than just in her head,
Oh.
that might shorten
Yeah,
our
so
discussion.
I'll take back a 5th level, and then let's see, do I have any lore and at 1st level, and I can't use my other one, so that's 6 levels of spells. I couldn't, the other one I cast is the 3rd, so I can't get that back. But so I take my arcane recovery, like I got 1/5 level back, and then I'll be like cha, and then that's when that seeming got cast, and I rolled a
Okay.
pass on it.
I will say, I mean, you know the spell well enough to know it only works on non-magical objects.
Oh, but then I wouldn't cast it.
Okay, then yeah, she probably wouldn't cast it.
Yeah.
Really, it's a non-magical. I mean, it's a talking book.
It is-
Yeah, it works on, the spell works on non-magical objects. This is
It does
a
say non-magical. You're
Oh,
right.
sorry.
heavily
it is
magical book.
Yeah, I was wondering.
That would have been really funny though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because how does that work with sentient, like,
Yeah, you're right. If it doesn't work on magical objects, then never mind. But
Yeah,
it would have
it's
been really
definitely-
fun. It would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, the precursor to this was the name of the owner of the book.
Yeah.
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 okay. What did I decide on a name? Do you know of the wizard Tenebris?
I believe so, yes.
Spell that for posterity.
Tenebras.
Alright. Do we? History? Or Arcana?
The only person who might would be Velma.
Okay, is that a history roll for me?
Yeah.
All right, plus 10. Come on. That's a 15.
I mean, I'd have heard
Um,
of them.
Yeah, it's 5 plus 10s.
All right.
The name's vaguely familiar. You don't really know it though.
Okay. It wasn't a great roll, but
That's cool.
yeah, I've heard of the name. I could probably find a book if we went back to the library.
No.
Let's not.
Likely not. I mean, Tenebris was one of the smaller, or one of the less known people working on the seal on this world, but she was one of the ones who sealed the gods here, which in and of itself is quite a lot of power. I say smaller, but
Less
more
well
power
known.
than you even know of that exists in your current wizard state.
Are you saying there's like maybe a ninth form of magic? Because I don't know about that.
I'm saying there are more ways of magic than you could imagine.
Okay, you're blowing my mind here.
It's a wizard, so if they can't imagine a class of magic, like, that is some heavy shit.
You're clearly not with Asmodeus. That much is obvious from your previous time here. So I'll tell you this. You're thinking of schools of magic as singular. Specific school does specific things, but they can be combined, and you're only thinking arcane. You're not thinking of all things combined. You're saying that you're grasping multiple types of magic from this diamond. That's because there's not just arcane magic in it. There was a time where people learned different theories of magic, not just purely arcane, not just purely natural or divine.
What does it store?
Oh, that I have no idea. That could either be a simple prestidigitation spell, that could be one of her many experiments. Who knows what it does then? Probably something bad.
Tenebras is a woman.
Yes.
I mean, we could just cast it. We're in a dimensional space here.
I would
Mirror zone?
advise against that.
And what about Joxy's sphere, Sauron sphere?
Oh, the
Palantir.
metal divination sphere.
Yeah.
Do you know? Did your master have a divination sphere?
Divination wasn't really her thing.
I mean, we could just attune to it.
Divination sphere could be multiple things.
It's metal. If that, and it looks like a ball bearing.
Metal, even that could. There were multiple. It could be a specific magic item. It could be many things infused with magic. It could be a ball bearing just infused with magic. I couldn't tell you more.
I mean, hand me the ball bearing. Maybe I could activate it, or we could attune to it.
Yeah, I mean, could attune or try
Yeah.
to.
I can try to like attune to it.
Are you gonna sit with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you sit down and start attuning to it.
Mhm.
What are the rest of you doing during this? Because that's gonna take a minute before
Yeah.
it's ready.
Nap.
Mm,
Or eat. Probably eat. You know.
yeah, I'm gonna find the kitchen in this mansion and cook up that like monster's tail thing, the paralysis tail that I cut off, and like have it as like a corn on a cob.
Yeah, I was gonna say there are servants, but I'm gonna say that none of them would cook that for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if ordered to, they would. There's as much
but you see-
concern as you can see from a spectral form about this, but
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you know what? You know your way around a kitchen. Feel free. Make yourself home. But also,
I know my way around a fire, so I stick it in the fire for a while to sort of try and break down some of the more paralyzing parts of it, because I don't think it's just poison, but
Yeah.
hey ho, I'll try and eat that.
I mean, by the time it's done, it's still got a kick to it.
Nice.
But yeah, that can be your dinner.
Hooray! Washed down with some poisoned water as well.
What the hell? I'll take a look at the diamond. I'll begin the process of attuning to that, just so we have
Okay.
an idea of what that's like.
All right, so you're attuned to that. Still a few left. Quinn, Lauren, Miriam. What are you all doing during all this?
How much
some
time
downtime.
do we actually have?
So it's about an hour currently. Velma and
If it's only an hour, then I'm just going to short rest.
Palomar are working on attuning to things.
I'd be attuning to my rope.
Okay.
Joxy is going to cook some actual food.
Okay.
Short rest.
Like enough for everybody.
All right.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Full like mom style. Just gonna make a big thing of food.
All right. So Jax.
Can you not hear me? It's an hour. I just short rest. I just take a nap.
Just kind of hang out. Okay. All right. So at the end of this, food has been prepared. And as for the magic items, the ball-bearing type object, that is a iron stone.
Oh, an iron stone. Nice.
Yes. You know it as a iron stone of historical knowledge.
Oh. Okay. Let me see how.
And just doing a quick kind of look through it, you can tell this is a very old iron stone. Most of its historical knowledge comes from the time of the Pantheonic Wars.
Okay.
So while you are attuned to this, instead of having the proficiency in history skill, you have advantage on any history check to find out knowledge about the Pantheonic Wars or that era.
Okay. So this is like I'll lose my proficiency, but I gain an advantage.
Well, if you have proficiency in history already, you still have that.
Okay.
But essentially, this is giving you advantage on rolls about that time period because this is essentially just like a reservoir of knowledge for that time.
Sure. Okay. So I'll have this. I'll go ahead and spin it up, and I'll be like, all right, let me try this thing out.
That's the ball bearing, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, this is a knowledge stone. It lets me know things about the history period we're looking for. So let me try it out, and I spin it around my head, as you do.
All right. Are you doing any checks in specific, or?
Well, now that I have it on my head, I want to see if I can figure out about that wizard he told me about. His owner. I want to know about the ritual. I want to know all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Tenebris. So you learn that essentially, kind of you already knew, but every great wizard, every great practitioner of magic was involved in the creation of this ritual that bound the gods here.
Yeah.
You learn a lot more names that were involved. Originally, it was, and a lot of people think it was only a few. It was only the major names, your Mordenkainen, your Vecna, those type of figures.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that have spells named after them. Tenebris was one of the lower ranking ones, kind of just helping essentially balance equations. Essentially.
Yeah.
That being said, even with this, you know that knowledge of the location where it happened was heavily guarded. It was not allowed to be written down anywhere. It was not allowed to be spoken of. So even in the orb, it is specifically redacted.
Yeah, but with all this knowledge about the book's master, can I impress Wish with it and be like, oh yeah, I heard this and this about your master and all these great stories about these equations that you were balancing. Perhaps some of those were recorded in yourself.
Oh, many of them were. You can't see them, no, but yes, they were.
But surely I'm carrying on their legacy, no?
No.
Oh darn. That was worth a shot.
Could Wish tell us voluntarily where we might look next for information about the location, or is there anything? Because we need a next step of how to try and find the location of the spell, and this journal, while helpful, ended up not doing that. So Any ideas, guys, on how we can do that?
Well, aside from just talking to the journal and sharing it of our good intentions.
That's true. It does seem more willing to talk to us now that it knows that we're not trying to, dissect it. Well, I mean, we are, but
Dissecting it with our words.
yes, instead of actions. So maybe it's good that we didn't try and electrocute it. Who knew? Oh wait, everyone.
Um,
Let's see.
Brooke, and this doesn't appear on the pages, but you do hear. I could guide you.
Mm-hmm.
Although none of us hear that,
It's-
so.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Mhm.
And I don't. As I said, I've been down in that locked away for centuries. I don't know your geography as well as I knew the old. So straight to path, I wouldn't be able to take you, but I could get you. I know it's somewhere in your wastelands.
Sure. I mean, if you, I can go to places even if I don't know them very well.
Try.
Yeah, we can certainly try.
You feel a small probing into your head,
Mhm.
like something seeking information. Do you allow it or do you fight it?
No, I'm like whatever. This is fine.
Okay. It goes on for just a couple of seconds, and then gives you a name of a set of ruins that you're familiar with.
Oh no.
Is it the one we just went to?
No, it's
Thank God.
it's much further away. It's one of the further ones that you've been to. You haven't been there very much. You're not
Okay.
overly familiar with it.
Right.
You know the name though.
Okay. Yeah, so we could try there maybe tomorrow.
Start here.
Yeah.
Your path will begin there.
Yeah. All right. That'll be interesting to get there, but we can try it. It's kind of far. Oh man. Yeah. No, I appreciate the help.
You are a wizard that knows every school of magic, are you not?
It's true. Even the ninth one that we don't talk about. Wink,
Prove it.
wink. What? Oh no. I just used all my spells. I need to sleep. Maybe tomorrow.
No response at this point.
What was that, Mike?
There's no response
No
at this point.
All right, I'm gonna refill my spell gem with animate objects with that 5th level I recovered.
Okay.
And that'll be for tomorrow.
As for the diamond, you do know it as a spell gem, and now that you're seeing it without dark vision, specifically Velma,
Mhm.
you see it's not just a diamond; it is specifically a blue diamond, which are not very common. They are capable of holding 9th level spells, which is the
Oh.
most that anyone knows.
Wow.
This is Steven looking into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Steven. Steven, you know that this is very powerful magic inside it. As a paladin, highest you go is 5th.
Mhm.
You
Woo.
wager this is at least double anything that you have the power to ever cast.
Oh. But I can now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm arcane caster, so you probably have a better chance.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah, there is some holy magic to it, so you feel like, given the right circumstances, you might be able to cast what's in here. You might be able to pull it off if conditions were perfect. It is more arcane than anything else, though.
Oh, it is arcane.
Okay.
You would be able to, which most arcane spell gems you wouldn't be able to cast at all. This one, maybe,
but not a sure
just
thing.
maybe, yeah.
Mhm.
If the wind was blowing in the right direction.
I mean, we could do tradesies. I could use my spell gem with animate objects, and you could give me that
I
one.
don't know. Possibly blowing yourself up to cast an unknown spell might be fun, but
Yeah.
could be you're casting resurrection. It kills you, but then also brings you back to life. after you've failed it?
I think it'd be fun to wait until we're in the fight with Vecna and just cast it at a critical moment to see what happens.
I'm sure that won't go poorly for us at all.
Yeah. We just
Seems
handed
like it has a
Halamar the
0%
nuclear
chance
codes.
of backfiring.
Okay.
So everybody
So you
make sure
guys-
you eat dinner. Like
Yeah.
Oh my
Joxy is making sure everyone eats.
Yeah.
Passive
Just throwing food
dinner.
at people.
Yeah, because I don't want to give up this history stone, but also I want that diamond. I'm attuned max. So if you want to trade, I can give you this gem that I feel.
Yeah.
With a spell animate objects.
Mhm.
Also, Lauren, technically, bards are arcane casters, so you would technically have same essentially chance of casting it as.
Oh, I mean, so far I've got
Velma.
7th level, so
Oh.
I mean, it's
Yeah, you have the same
slightly
amount of
better.
spells. You have the same levels of spells as me, so
Yeah, it's spell or it's class list essentially, or it's
Yeah.
for this type of thing because it's not a known spell.
yeah.
It's essentially type of magic, and since it's primarily arcane, and also partially because it is an amalgamation of different types of magic, which is what bard magic is. It's just kind of jerry-rigging things together.
So should I offer then to take a look at it?
Yeah, maybe,
Well,
maybe you
just
should.
based off of like you wouldn't be able to tell any more than what
Okay.
Stephen has. But
But
you,
if anyone's
you
gonna
think
cast
you'd be
it,
able to cast it as well,
Yeah.
that's
depending.
kind of like
But you'd have a
having a potion that's orange and you don't know what it does, but you're gonna throw it at the enemy and just hope for the best.
right.
Yeah.
It's you can either drink it or throw it at the enemy. It's gambling.
Yeah.
So who's
Let's
the
do it.
gambler between you guys?
All right.
Lauren is definitely the gambler. I'm too conservative. I would never use it.
I would
use-
absolutely use it. if you gave it to me.
Well, my robe's got like a little gem-sized slot pocket here, probably for a pocket watch. So I'm gonna just stick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the bard has the nuclear codes. Got it.
Woo!
So far, she's gotten us through all the shit that
This is true.
the whole barn fiasco. So
I kind of feel like
Hey,
to
my
use-
warlock has the deck of many things, and she is insane.
Good,
I think-
good.
I think my spells have been very good at getting us out of places,
Yes.
but in very
Definitely.
flat ways.
Ways not intended, and I kind of feel like if I'm ever going to use the magic missiles on this robe, I'm going to like detach like a Velcro like star and then
Mhm.
throw it like a ninja star, and that's the magic missiles rather
Yes.
than like
Yeah.
choo choo.
However you
good.
want to flavor it. All right, you guys gonna take a long rest?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good long
desperately.
rest.
Okay. Do we want to take this moment then to take a quick break?
Yes, please.
sure. Yeah.
Alright.
How much longer are we going to be going for? As a
So
question?
that is up to you guys. Again, I can like if you guys are enjoying these characters, enjoying this story, like I can elongate this out a ways. So I could have this done in like next session, or I could extend it.
Oh, I think she meant today.
for separate-
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, depending on how far you guys want to go today.
I mean, like I'm really enjoying
Yeah.
the campaign, but I think she meant just like specifically today's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that was more
Yeah.
the question that I was asking.
Well, that'll
because
also
it's-
depend where we end today and what route I go, what I cut, and what I add, depending on how far you guys want this to go.
Are we? Can't hear you, babe.
God damn you, but
We've
I'd
been
still
playing
say
for a
4
while
o'clocks are
ourselves.
still. Yeah, 4 o'clock's still a good hour mark. So I'd say we take a 10 and then wait for another 45 minutes or so. If we end up going over or whatever, but if we had to put a mark on
Okay.
it,
That works.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Sounds good. All right.
All right,
Cool.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Do we have much combat coming up this one? Because I do have a second game today.
Too many
If we're gonna go for
games.
another 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop within the hour.
Yeah, I'll sculpt
Okay.
things around that.
So thank you.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you very much, folks.
See you in 10.
Lauren, just add the spell gem to your equipment list. Then it is an actual.
Oh, it's a thing.
It is an actual magic item that you can look up. on
Yeah,
D&D
it is
Beyond.
an item. Just put the diamond spell gem on there, and just realize that it's powerful diamond.
Elemental gem yellow diamond.
Any chance I could read through that Conjure Demon book I got? Learn some demons.
Gem.